So the Las Vegas Raiders are playing the Cincinnati Bengals on Saturday. And this is going to be a crucial game. And I think for the Vegas to have any opportunity, it's going to come down to these 4 defensive linemen right here, okay? So we all know Joe Burrow and the Cincinnati Bengals. Joe Burrow is a pocket passer. He likes to stay within the pocket, within the frame of this pocket. So he's very comfortable in that situation. So the whole point for Saturday for these 4 guys right here is they have to get Joe Burrow uncomfortable. And to get him uncomfortable, they got to move him out of the pocket, all right? So we got to get pressure from this guy. They got to get pressure from this guy. They got to get pressure from everywhere. They got to make sure Joe Burrow roll out. They got to get Joe Burrow to roll left, to the right. They got to get Joe Burrow to move because you can't have him picking you up inside the pocket because that's what Joe Burrow do. So on Saturday, if you guys as a fan, or even as a fan watching the game on TV, if you don't know the numbers of this D lineman, if you don't know number 98, if you don't know number 92, if you don't know number 77, and if you don't know number 91, that means the Las Vegas Raiders defense is not doing what they're supposed to do. But I'm going to show you all a couple of highlights on film to show you all what this will look like when the Las Vegas do it correctly as far as putting pressure on Joe Burrow. For the Las Vegas Raiders to have success this weekend against the Cincinnati Bengals, it's going to be crucial for the defensive line to be the real reason, to be the main reason why this happened, because they got to bring pressure on Joe Burrow, man. So this is going to be the key thing. Joe Burrow he's a pocket passer. You know, he likes to be in the pocket. That's where he makes his money. So for the Las Vegas Raiders, they have to find a way to, just like this, they got to find a way to just get feet, hands, just move him out of his zone, move out of his spot, just like an NBA guys. You know, NBA players got a spot where they feel comfortable at, boom. So for the Las Vegas Raiders, Joe Burrow is the same way. He have a spot he feel comfortable at. So they got to make sure, when Joe Burrow can't get to that spot, they got to move him away from this spot. Just like this right here, they got to get Joe Burrow in a situation like this. This is not what Joe want to do. Joe don't want to scramble like this and throw the ball like that and again hit like that. Trust me, he do not want to be in that situation, but that's the situation the Las Vegas Raiders had to put them in, man. So the defensive line is going to come down to the defensive line for the Las Vegas Raiders this game. It's going to come down to number 98. It's going to come down to number 92. It's going to come down to number 77, number 91. It's going to come down to Yannick Ngakoue, Quentin Jefferson, Solomon Thomas, and Max Crosby. If those guys could get to Joe Burrow just like this right here, if they could get to Joe Burrow like this and make it a hectic day for him, then the Las Vegas Raiders will have an opportunity as far as pulling this upset against the Cincinnati Bengals. But like I said, it's going to come down to, especially on passing situation, so Solomon Thomas, Matt Crosby, Yannick Ngakoue, and Quentin Jefferson, they got to get to Joe Burrow on pass situation. Watching this game between the Bengals and the Raiders, one thing y'all got to pay attention to, a lot of people realize they think the Bengals, because of Jamar Chase, T. Higgins, and Joe Burrow, they're a passing team. Obviously, yes, they're very efficient as far as passing, but they're well balanced. They also got Joe Mixon. They're well balanced offensive team, and they're very good run block offensive linemen. So with that challenge the Raiders have is they have Jonathan Hankins right there, the D tackle right there. He's basically their best run stuffer they have as far as on the whole entire roster. So he's going to be a major player as far as the Las Vegas Raiders stopping or slowing down Joe Mixon. So I'm going to show you all a couple of highlights on how this guy right here, man, number 90, Jonathan Hankins, has to play on this other side of the line of scrimmage to give the Las Vegas defense any hope as far as pulling the upset against the Cincinnati Bengals. Now, I want to talk about the rundown situation, all right? So when they get this guy number 90, because we know the Cincinnati Bengals are a balanced team. As much as we talk about Jamar Chase and Joe Burrow throwing the ball, but overall, they're a very balanced team. So Jonathan Rankin is also going to be crucial as far as first down situation or a run down situation, number 90 for the Las Vegas Raiders, because really he got to play on the other side of the line of scrimmage, because as far as the roster wise, he's the guy really on the whole roster that's really a run stopper for the Las Vegas Raiders. So when it comes down to it, he got to play like this right here. He got to play on the other side of the line of scrimmage to give the Las Vegas Raiders any type of shot as far as pulling the upset against the Cincinnati Bengals Wildcard weekend. See, watching the Bengals game and the Las Vegas Raiders, right? So one key thing about the Bengals, they like to play empty formation. On offense, they like to come out with 5 wide receivers And I really want to see what Gus Bradley is going to do as far as when he's put in a compromise situation like this, because obviously they're a cover 3 defense team. So this corner right here is going to play his deep third. This nickel is going to get his underneath slot right here. And then you're going to have this corner is going to have his deep third. And then you're going to have the strong safety who's going to come down here and rob and be a lurker. And really, I want to see what he's going to do with this guy right here, man. I don't know if this is going to be Jonathan Abrams or if it's going to be number 42, but I'm really interested to see when the Bengals go in an empty formation, exactly what he's going to do as far as, is he going to bring this guy on a blitz or is he going to let him sit back and help in coverage as far as that goes? So I'm really interested to see. So I'm going to show you a couple of highlights to showcase exactly how Gus Bradley ran this defense against Joe Burrows and the empty formation show. Show you guys on film, Joe. Run the tape. Cincinnati Bengals like to run an empty formation, meaning basically there's no background up here. It's every receiver, you got 5 receivers, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 eligible receivers, all right? And the Las Vegas Raiders, they're cover 3 scheme team. So obviously we're gonna play cover 3 right here. This guy's gonna drop down, this guy's gonna go over here, and this guy got his deep thirds over here. So the interesting part is I want to see how Gus Bradley's gonna play this, because he could have the opportunity to either bring this guy here, the extra man, as far as bringing the pressure, or is he gonna let him stay back on a blitz? So in week 11 in that game, he played 2 different ways. First time, he actually brought the guys, and the second time he played back. So I really want to see what he's going to do this time, because I really see the Cincinnati Bengals going to be in this formation quite a bit, because I think this is an advantageous formation for the Cincinnati Bengals against the Las Vegas Raiders, because of the skill set, because of the athletes they have versus the Las Vegas athletes defensively, receivers, the skill position, advantageous to the Cincinnati Bengals. So right here, Gus Bradley did an amazing job right here, man. This is a beautiful execution. They brought in Corey Littleton right here, extra man. So the Cincinnati Bengals and Zach Taylor didn't really do a good job as far as realizing this blitz right here. But honestly, Joe Burrow, you got to do a better job as far as seeing the hot route. You got to get the ball quicker on this play. So I really want to see Gus Bradley is really going to play with fire like this and really take this chance right here by bringing this blitz and hope Joe Burrow don't see these open plays right here. So I'm really interested to see that, man. Like I said, it's gonna be one of those games, man, because the Las Vegas Raiders have to generate pressure. So now look at this, same situation right here, right? Same empty formation. Like I said, this time they didn't bring the blitz. This time Gus Bradley played off. You see that? They played in the natural zone. So when they do this, I think this is an advantageous formation for the Cincinnati Bengals. They just don't have enough players on a roster to handle the Cincinnati Bengals in space. In a position like this, Tyler Boyd is going to be crucial, because you could line him up here and he could run this inside right. He could line him up here. Like, there's so many places you could put number 83 as far as mismatch, that I feel like when the Bengals go in an empty formation or even go in a 3 receiver set, that is an advantageous formation for them against the Las Vegas Raiders, especially this Saturday wildcard weekend. See, what scares me for the Las Vegas Raiders against the Cincinnati Bengals, to me, is whenever the Bengals come out in 11 personnel. And I think the Bengals 11 personnel is one of the best in all of the NFL. You have the opportunity to have Jamar Chase. You have Tyler Boyd inside. And you have T. Higgins. And then you have Joe Mixon. So this personnel grouping right here, I think this is really going to put the Las Vegas Raiders cover 3 defense in a compromise situation. Because Zach Taylor likes to use the cover 3 principle against them. So in this situation like this, right, I love this right here, and I think you guys are going to see this formation, and you guys are going to see this play quite a bit on Saturday, unless unless the Raiders do some of the adjustment. So just using the cover 3 principle, this corner right here, he's going to be 1-on-1 basically with Jamar Chase right here. You know what I'm saying? So now you're going to have this other corner right here with T. Higgins. So you're going to have either the strong safety, the free safety. He's going to be either the robber right here lurking on Tyler Boyd, or you're going to have this Sam backer right here who's going to be basically inching and looking over. He's going to open up to come over here. So just because of the formation, you have the tight end right here, Uzi. I can't even pronounce the dude's name, right? The Bengals tight end. So he's going to be lined up right here. So with this formation, that means the Sam backer right now is going to open up this way, all right? So this compromises everything. So now you come into the back side. This is where the Bengals are going to take advantage of this side. So right now is 2 It's two receivers right now. Two receivers against two defenders. So they're gonna make Joe Mixon flare out like this. This means the Mike linebacker got to flare out like this. So when the Mike linebacker take this step right here, because he got to go after Joe Mixon, there's going to be a gap. There's going to be a space open right here. So you're going to see Jamar Chase. He's going to have an ability to make this slant all day Saturday. This slant is going to be available all day in between this space right here, just because of the way they compromise, the formation compromise the defensive integrity. So I anticipate Jamar Chase to have a lot of slant and dig pattern right here, because this definitely compromises the defense because of the way their formation is and how they outflank them. So I anticipate Zach Taylor to really utilize a lot of cover 3 zone beaters to defeat Gus Bradley and the Las Vegas Raiders. So I'm going to show you all a couple of highlights on film on a couple of cover 3 zone beaters that Zach Taylor has in his bag for this game on Saturday. So the reason why I believe the Bengals, as far as they're going to eventually beat the Las Vegas Raiders in this matchup, and honestly, I think they're going to beat them handily. I don't think it's going to be a close game as most people might anticipate. It's just because the Raiders run a basic cover 3 defense. It's the same defense we've seen with the Seattle Seahawks. This is Gus Bradley, is the defensive coordinator, and the Cincinnati Bengals and Zach Taylor just got too many. They got too much cover 2. They got too much cover 3 beaters, man. It's like they got T. Higgins, they got Tyler Boyd, they got Joe Mixon, they got Jamar Chase. It's like they have too much in their bag as far as defeating cover 3. And I'm going to show you a couple of plays and why I believe the Bengals are it's just a scheme matchup. This defense don't match up well against a team like the Cincinnati Bengals because of the skill players they have, man, and especially because of the quarterback. So right here, cover 3 situation, like they just leverage the coverage against the Las Vegas Raiders right here. So in a cover 3 sense, it's an assignment-based defense, right? So you can see this guy got his assignment right here. He has his assignment right here. He has his assignment right here, and he's gonna come down as a robber right here. And he has his assignment, which is gonna be the which is gonna be the running back right here. So basically, that's all the assignment. That curl flat, so cover 3 eventually end up being a man coverage. So you can call it a zone all you want, but it end up being a man coverage situation, all right? So look how does Zach Taylor orchestrate this play calling right here to defeat cover 3. So as you can see, when they hike the ball, right, you see how the running back right here flared out. First of all, Jamar Chase is isolated right here, one-on-one, right, on the outside of the numbers against the corner, right? So you see, as soon as boom, the running back flare out right here. So the running back right now, knowing in the zone complex, he has the curl to flat. So now you see this flat zone, he has to get Joe Mixon right here. So with this situation, just because of the way the defense is set up and this being a cover 3 beater, there's going to be a space right here for a quick slant. As soon as this guy takes a step right here, there's going to be an opportunity right here for Jamar Chase to beat his defender right here, and then Joe Burrow should be able to see a gap right here, and this should be open every time they're in this formation or you see this type of defense. Every time this key play right here is going to be open, like boom, quick, right, boom. That's like, it's stealing. That's automatic every time, man. And Zach Taylor, notice he have too many cover 3 beaters in his bag, I think, for the Las Vegas Raiders to really have a chance in this game right here. Once again, another cover 3 beater, man. Now, he got too many of them, man. I ain't gonna lie to you. Here come the Las Vegas Raiders, Gus Bradley, patting in cover 3, pow. Pow, pow, pow. You know what I'm saying? Assignment based. This guy's going to end up being a robber, and this guy's going to end up floating over here and being a cover 3 guy. So let's see what Gus Bradley did, what they did right here. See? So they came out here in this formation. So once you line up in this 3 sets right here, so you know because of the way that by alignment, this linebacker got to open up to the 3 receiver side set. So you know just by alignment right now, he got to open up this way just because you know how the defense is set up, and that's a cover 3 base assignment base. So with that said, and now you can run those guys off. Now the only thing you got to do is run the inside guys off. You know what I'm saying? Run them off. So you come out here, you run them off with a 7 route right here, or the 7 route, and then now you basically gonna have a space right here. When you run this nickel guy out here with the 7 route, you're gonna have a one-on-one with the linebacker. You're gonna have a couple of yards right here. This little out space And this is just a cover 3 beater, man. There's nothing you could do about it. It's just to outstretch the defense, and Joe Burrow noticed. And this is what Zach Taylor got in his bag. And this is one of the reasons why I think this game is going to get out of hand, because look at Tyler Boyd. He's going to be crucial, man. I don't see anybody on the roster really that could be able to handle Tyler Boyd in a situation like this, man. This defense is, I don't want to say it's prehistoric, but it's predictable, man. So just like this right here. Let me tell you how to predict. It's very predictable. So once again, in a cover 3 situation, look how we're lined up. So see, when they do this formation, every time you see when the motion right here, see how everybody shift? See everybody shift? It says, so now everybody got to shift to the motion. Now they shift. Now you talk about leverage. See, now you see the defense got leverage as far as outside exterior. You see the offensive guy right now, he's lined up. He got leverage to come against this defender. It's all about the leverage game. And this is just a beautiful design by Zach Taylor against a team that runs a cover 3 scheme right here. Boom, you see that leverage game? Just like I told you from the beginning right here. This motion right here causes leverage. This little step right here caused this guy to give him the opportunity to, boom, to seal the inside right here. Now this inside is shield. Now look at this beautiful play call. Look at how he brought the receiver from coming out here. How he brought the receiver to be the lead blocker right here, man. Number 17 is the lead blocker. But what makes this so cool, man, hell of a cool play right here, because he's going to be a lead blocker in the corner. What makes it unique, because that's two guys, two skill players in space. So this would be an easier block for the receiver than it would be for the lineman, because the receiver is good in space just like the defensive back, man. Man, this is an awesome play call right here by Zach Taylor, man. Just using Gus Bradley cover 3 scheme and leverage against them. That little motion right here, shift everybody, and then boom, now you got the leverage game. Joe Mixon, now go to the outside with number 17 lead blocker. You got one guy to beat. One guy to beat, explode, beat that guy, get in the end zone. Boom. See, this is what I'm saying. Like, I like the Las Vegas Raiders. They had a hell of a season, but they're going against a team that's too big, too strong as far as offensively, man. They got too much tricks in the bag, man. And I don't think defensively that cover 3 scheme is going to be the right defense to face against Joe Burrow and the Cincinnati Bengals. And that's why I believe the Bengals will win this game by more than a touchdown. So my prediction for the game, for the Vegas and Cincinnati ball game. Honestly, I think this is a horrible matchup for the Las Vegas Raiders. As far as personnel-wise, Gus Bradley is a cover 3 base defense. I mean, there's not really much adjustment. He might do a minute adjustment, but a guy like Joe Burrow, that defense like that is too elementary for a guy like him. He should be able to destroy that defense, especially when they go into 11 personnel and when they put Tyler Boyd in the inside. I don't know how the Bengals going to answer. I mean, the Raiders going to have an answer for that. So I really expect Tyler Boyd. I really expect Chase. I expect the Cincinnati Bengals to get whatever they want as far as this game goes, and I really anticipate a double-digit victory by the Cincinnati Bengals.